Hello, and welcome back to the channel. As you can see here, we're here to start another Kit Quest career mode, but an FC25, second one in a row. This time we're playing as Leyton Orient. So, just kind of this is a quick introductory video. We're just going to look at kind of the player focused, kit focused, and then probably just look at the tactics real quick, I guess, and then kind of the board objectives and stuff. So let's, go to the squad hub, look at the kind of team management, look at the tactics. So they're running a 4-2-3-1, which is this formation I'm kind of a fan of. So it looks like the four with wide midfielders instead of wingers. Okay, 4-2-3-1, not a bad one. So you got like goalkeeper, defenders, defender and a stopper, traditional fullbacks, two deep lying playmakers, which is interesting. I like that. Two wide midfielders, a playmaking 10, and then an advanced forward as the 9. So I like these tactics a lot, I think. So that should be fun. Should be a fun kind of setup. Steinmetz and stuff. Yeah, that's who I think I want on pens. Is he really? 55, 62. No, so this guy is better. Okay. But yeah, as you can probably see, based on that, we go to the squad hub. The player of focus for this Kit Quest career mode is Jamie Donley. Uh, he's, obviously a Spurs kind of academy lad, upcoming prospect with high potential. And kit of focus, mainly this time it actually is the home kit here that you can see here, this nice red and white kit in Leyton Orient colors. It's honestly a really beautiful kit in my opinion. I like the colors. Leyton Orient has a really cool badge, like the two, I'm assuming it's dragons. Like two dragons kind of on either side of the ball. Yeah, it's a pretty kind of dope badge. They are also a club that's kind of very closely connected to Tottenham. Obviously, the women's team plays their home matches at Leyton's ground and whatnot. But yeah, so Donnelly's the player focus. Reason why. I remember too. I'll probably put a link in the comments description of his. As he didn't tend to get credit for the goal because it ended up being credited as an own goal, but let's be real, it was his goal. His goal against Man City in the FA Cup. It was pretty incredible stuff. So I was like, it's planning on getting a Donnelly kit either way this season because he's the kind of player I think is going to be really big for us. And yes, I figured the home one to recreate that kind of amount with the FA Cup badges and stuff would be cool. So that's what we're going with Jamie Donnelly here. So in terms of initial transfer stuff, is I was going to be getting him in, and I probably also will, even though I think their budget's like literally like £1 million or so. Like actually, let's look at that quick. We go to transfers or office maybe. Office. Yeah, our budget's like £1 million, so that's not a lot at all. So our only transfers this season, depending on sales, obviously, is going to be Jamie Donley in. Let's actually, I guess, look at his value first to see if we even had the money to sign him. His value is 1.3 milli, so we're probably gonna have to make a sale or hope that Spurs kind of give us a nice discount on Jamie Donley because I think he's gonna be big for so he's a player focus, so you have to keep him. So him, and then depending on how that goes in sales and stuff, I'll probably also plan on in the season or two signings being him and Josh Keeley because they were kind of big for Orient this season. In their push, obviously made to playoff finals. Unfortunately, lost to Charlton. Pretty sure it was Charlton Athletic in the final, wasn't it? Playoff final. Yeah, it was Charlton Athletic. They lost to, unfortunately. So it would have been dope if Leyton Orient made it to the championships. So I think they probably would have both gone sent back immediately back out on loan to Orient again for next season, which would have been awesome. But it's unfortunate. Yeah, but hopefully with player sales and stuff this first season we can kind of bring in Keeley because his value is only 725k. So him and Donley will probably be our two transfer targets this first season. Because we are a small club. I say this every time. A lot of these recent Kit Quests and Jersey Quests that this should be a longer one that builds over many seasons. They all end up being one season wonders, but I think this time it should seriously be a multi-season thing. Obviously, because we're in League One, and I highly doubt we're going to somehow win the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup this first year. So we're going to have to slowly build, try to get promotion to the Championship, maybe eventually the Premier League. But because we are a smaller club that hasn't really won any major trophies in their history, our kind of goal for this one is to win probably a Carabao Cup. I think it's going to be like a trophy. Any trophy will be great, but I think a Carabao Cup's probably our most realistic target to get Orient a major trophy. That's kind of that player focus, kit focus. The last thing to wrap up here, and this should be a shorter video, is looking at the board goals, other leagues to the left here. Yeah, here we go. We have only 2 objectives. Oh, do they like get turned off if I don't? So I end up restarting this one. So the basic principles are gonna be the same, but I forgot. I think I turned off the other objectives. Unless this literally don't have them or not by accident. I'll have to look. But yeah, so these are probably not gonna be accurate. But obviously fight for promotion, reach the round of 16 of the FA Cup. So yeah, these probably aren't gonna be the actual objectives. But yeah, so with that in mind, I'm gonna wrap up here. In terms of transfer strategy in general, as I talked about, this season is going to be pretty much Donley and Keeley, because Donley's an academy prospect and Orton's his first loan. It's pretty much just going to be ex-Tottenham players, and then maybe some French, like lower kind of tier French internationals. For FGO manager Charles Henry Sanson, but yeah, so it's probably gonna be like having to start a new one to this because I accidentally turned off the other objectives, but or maybe I don't know if I did or not, but we'll see. But yes, thank you for checking this out, and hopefully check out the next episode, which will be the 24-25 season recap as well. Thank you.